What's going on, Falcons fans? This is your boy Big Low Kuntry coming at y'all once again, man. Guess what it is, y'all? It's Film Study Friday. Today we're actually gonna sit and talk about that young man Vic Beasley Jr. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Before we get started, I just wonder if y'all could do a country boy a favor and subscribe to my channel, man. Whether you're checking this out on my channel, Big Low Country Sports, or if you're checking it out on Atlanta Falcons Nation, make sure y'all check me out, man. Subscribe to my channel. Gonna be bringing y'all a lot of good content. So let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of the situation, man. So we're going to be looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly of Vic Beasley when he played for the Atlanta Falcons. This particular game that we're going to be talking about is probably the most memorable game of him as a Falcons fan. That year that he had his league leading, he led the league in sacks. So um, we're gonna look at this particular play. This might be the play that everybody remembers when they think about Vic Beasley when he was successful. So this play is a second and 12. As you can see right here, we blowing these guys out. So let's take a look and see what we got going on this play. All right. So first of all, let's look at that formation. Look like we're lined up in a wide 3-4. Vic Beasley's right here. So for everybody who's looking, no, y'all, this is not a cornerback lined up in the slot formation. Lined up in the slot position. This is Vic Beasley lined up in the wide 9. Looking like he's just ready to go. He ain't finna fake the funk. He's trying to get up this, um, trying to blow this guy's right side up, get around him so he can get to that quarterback. So let's take a look here and see how it unfolds, and then we're gonna break it down, y'all. Let's see what we got. Man, whenever that guy looks like he shot out of a cannon. Strip sack, fumble, terrible attempt at a windmill. All right, y'all. So let's take a look at it again. Let's look at it in slow motion, see how it unfolds. All right, so they lined up in that wide. All right, so first thing that I'm seeing here, that right tackle, he's doing things the proper way. He could drop his butt down a little bit more so he can engage Vic whenever he comes. That's probably what got him in this situation and his inability to move his feet the way that he's supposed to. Because look, man, that boy Vic Beasley, I don't know if he listened to that Cardi B song or what, but that man's a certified freak, y'all. Certified freak. So we see that tight end. He's just gonna release. He ain't even finna touch Vic Beasley. He's gonna go out and do his thing, and it's gonna be up to that right tackle to stop him. Let's see how he engages. All right, so he's waiting on him. Now you already see here that right guard. He's turned his head. He's watching what's going on over here with Vic Beasley. He's already opened up his hips. He's gonna help if he can. One thing that he could do is make sure he puts that left arm out to feel to see if he can help that center. But you can just tell by this guy's language right here, he finna get his draws burned off, y'all. This right tackle, Vic Beasley, he's coming with that speed rush. The thing that he does 95.10% of the time. So let's see how he continues to approach it. Okay, he gave him a little shoulder shake. I don't know if y'all seen that. Let's rewind it just a little bit so y'all can see that shoulder shake he gave him. Inside, outside. All right. Now, this is one thing that he did that a lot of people don't realize. You see how he ducked? See how he dropped his you see how he dropped his upper body down to his knees? Almost like a wide receiver does when he breaks down a route. So reason why he does that so he can get up underneath the reach of that right tackle. Now that right tackle he still hasn't engaged. I ain't seen him shoot no hands or anything. Jared Goff he's back there looking downfield. Looks like he got some guys open. You know we're playing very conservative in coverage because we're up 35 points. I mean, so let's see how it continues to unfold. All right, so you see here that right guard, he tried to go ahead and help and engage, but by now he's just offering moral support. he knows that Vic's taking that man for a ride. So look, thing is that this whole time Vic he didn't even have to shoot no hands or have any violent hands or nothing. That's the benefit of being a certified freak, guys. When you got speed like that and you could run like a wide receiver, I mean, he didn't have to shoot no hands. He didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to engage. He could just run by guys. And, you know, by the time he gets to the quarterback, then he can say, get off of me. But by now, it's just too late. It's too late. He went ahead and shook him off, forced that fumble, scoop and score. Most terrible attempt at a windmill that I've ever seen. All right, guys. Now let's look at it from the pretty side. All right, so we see they lined up in that wide formation. Vic, he looks like he's lined up in the wide 13 over here. Like I said, y'all, that's not a cornerback. That's Vic Beasley rushing from the sidelines. All right, let's take a look at it and see how it looks from this point of view, y'all. Man, he looks like he got shot out of a cannon, man. Looks like he got shot out of a cannon. So there's a couple things I was looking at on this play. When you look at it from this point of view, I always like to watch everybody else. Um, watch how Dwight Freeney gives us that beautiful spin move over here, guys. Dwight Freeney, he don't give that beautiful spin move. And I don't know if he's celebrating before Vic even sacks him, or if he's just trying to put his hands in the passing lane. Y'all seen him give him that spin move? That man out there looking like That man out there looking like Shaq, spinning off of somebody, getting ready to do a drop step dunk on him. Watch that. Mm. Left tackle stuck with it well though. All right, so Freddie he's still engaging, but after Vic, after he finally does engage, after he's past this man, and now it's this man he's doing the I'm sorry block because he's lost already. Y'all keep an eye on Freeney. Yeah, he was trying to put his hands up in the passing lane. That's a move of an experienced pass rusher. Now he's celebrating. Vic, he's going on to the house. Listen to old school 1990s trick, Daddy. Take it to the house. Oh man. Well, let's take a look at some other Vic Beasley film, y'all. All right, guys. So we got another play from Vic's breakout game from 2016. This one right here was actually at the beginning of the game. We were up by a touchdown. Let's take a look and see how this one goes here. All right. So look, if y'all see here, Vic, he's actually lined up like a regular defensive end this time. He ain't rushing from the sideline. Um, but let's see how he approaches this particular pass rush situation. Um, and we're gonna play it in full motion first and see how it unfolds. Oh, Vic Beasley said he wants to be the number one stunner today, guys. All right, so we're gonna look at this one. Now, y'all let me know if y'all see any moves. Y'all let me know how he engages. See if he shoots any hands. See if he gives any moves in this situation. Great get off. Great get off. I don't know if y'all noticed that. So one thing that you want to do whenever you're rushing and it's a situation where you are stunting, there's a term that we have in football. It's called striking the match. And basically, what striking the match means is that If you're going to stunt and come and rush behind another guy, you want to come so close to him and not leave any room. You want to come in and cut that corner so close that you can actually strike a match. You're doing it so close, creating so much friction. So let's take a look here and see how that stunt looks. So look at that. They actually stack up against each other. Right tackle, right tackle, and the right guard here. They're looking confused. These guys got eaten alive this game. Let's see here. All right, so they tried to engage, and actually, the center he tried to pick this stunt up. We actually had Poole. He actually came down as well. He was the blitz corner for the team. He was always in the backfield. Um, that center actually tried to pick him up because uh, that guard he actually had to take on. It looks like that's Grady Jarrett there. He actually had to take on Grady, and that right tackle he had to pick up. He had to pick up Poole. So when that happened, Vic Beasley got that inside rush on him, and there's one thing that y'all see there, guys. It's like Vic, he didn't give him any moves. He basically just used his speed once again. Once he got hands on him, I didn't see him. I didn't see no hands coming up. I didn't see no hands coming down, or I didn't see any swatting. I didn't see any violent hands. Y'all hear me talk about violent hands all the time. I didn't see that. I just seen, hey man, I'm faster than you. Get up off of me. I'm getting to the quarterback. And he got there, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. That whole sack in itself, I can't stand sacks like that because it's so easy for the quarterback to get out of it. Don't go at his knees, man. Don't go at his ankles. You know, we always teach guys to imagine where their belly button is. Imagine where that belly button is, and that's what you want to try to make sure you get to. In quarterbacks, you have that strike zone that you got to be kind of careful, especially in the NFL. How you approach tackling quarterbacks, but I mean, yeah, but I mean, the fact of the matter is that he got back there to him, and he got that tackle. Y'all always hear me talk about. Let's see what it looks like from the pretty side. Let's see how it's looking here. Just watch how this guy looks like he shot out of a cannon, man. Boom. And maybe it was a case where he knew that, he knew he was going to get back there to him. You said, hey man, you don't need for me to shoot any hands. He's done lost. If he does try to stop me, I mean it's gonna be holding. Slow motion. He actually held a little bit. He let go. But man, it was just that speed of Vic Beasley, man. That's what made him have so much promise. And that he used that speed rush to actually lead the league in sacks that year, man. You got to love it. You got to love it. Let's take a look at a few more plays from Vic Beasley and see what we got. All right, guys. So let's take another look at another Vic Beasley play. And let's take a look and see how he approached this one. This one in particular, I really wasn't impressed with. There were a few things that I really did like. One thing that I liked was the way that he lined up. Um, One thing that you really see, especially in amateur football, high school, college, you see that whenever guys line up, I always tell my guys to crowd the ball. So don't line up a yard away from the ball. I know in the pros, just to make sure that they play their lanes correctly and everything. They line up, a little bit off of the ball. But I just like the way that Vic Beasley's lined up. He knows that in the NFL, every inch matters, and it looks like he tried to line up as close to the line of scrimmage as he can. Brooks Reed did as well. He got his hips locked. Looks like he's ready to go. let's take a look and see how it unfolds here. All right. So we got a great get off. But he stopped. But he stopped. He stopped and did that MC Hammer, man. Like we don't want to see no dancing sideways. I want you to get up the field. I want you to get up the field. There's nobody in the backfield. We don't got to play no run. They got everything spread out. I want you to get up the field. Like, don't try to stop and dance with these guys. Just get up the field, man. Get up the field. That's what we're trying to do. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. If you can, keep your eye on Vic Beasley and also keep your eye on Brooks Reed. Brooks Reed, he only had 2 sacks that year, but just the way that he approached this particular rush, watch him give him that left shoulder spin off, but he's still heading up the field. He's not stopping. Vic, he stops to dance with this guy, then he heads upfield. But you see how much closer Brooks Reed was to him than Vic Beasley was, and we all know who's faster. Thing is that look, this is the tight end right here. This is supposed to be easy work, man. We ain't trying to play the radio. We trying to get upfield and get sacks. At the end of the day, this was still an incomplete pass, but you know, we really want to try to affect that quarterback. Staying back here dancing like that, failing to engage, and I don't know what kind of block attempt that was. That was terrible. I would be embarrassed if I was him. Um, and in cases like that, nah, you need to get up the field. This is what I'm talking about when I says that Vic Beasley doesn't engage blockers. It's almost like he's scared of them. Whenever he's running past them, it's almost like he was scared to engage with them. I understand that he was a smaller guy, but you still have to. At the end of the day, you still have to play football. So let's take a look at this one in regular motion and just see how it unfolds. So we got Vic Beasley lined up right here. But he had a one-on-one block with the tight end. He shouldn't have stopped and dance like that. You got to get up the field, man. You got to get up the field. Now, it could be one of those cases where he wanted to claw that tight end just to make sure that he doesn't try to disengage and leak out into the flat or try to leak out and do a curl. But look, man, we got to get up the field. We're trying to get sacks. Let's take another look at what Vic can do, man. All right, guys. So finally, I just want to show y'all what happens whenever Vic Beasley actually puts everything together. Whenever he uses that speed and whenever he comes with those hands um, and actually gets to the quarterback, man, it's actually a thing of beauty. This is what we all wanted to see as Falcons fans when it came to Vic Beasley. So y'all see here once again, look how he's crowding that line of scrimmage. Looks like he's coming from that 7, playing that 7 technique. Now, let's take a look here and see how he approaches that. Nice get off. You see how he shot those hands while he was getting back there? Now, it may have been an attempt to actually just try to get to the quarterback, but the fact that he used his hands once he was engaged, I like my defensive linemen to engage that offensive lineman before they engage us. We're applying pressure. We're not taking on pressure. But just the fact that he was moving his hands a little bit, giving that offensive lineman less to block, and not giving them a chance to hold him. Because look, man, I don't know if y'all seen from those previous plays. I mean, they were literally holding Vic Beasley the whole game. But let's take a look at this one from the pretty side in slow motion, and let's just break this whole scenario down and see what happened. All right, and I apologize. Vic Beasley he's actually lined up in a wide 9 formation. So uh, we see here that this offensive lineman, he's lined up, passing, looking like a 2-point stance. Oh man, that man looking like somebody just bit him or something. So he did take that big step back, As you can tell, the difference between him and that left tackle, Greg Robinson, he took a step back, but he didn't cover any ground. He's looking like he's trying to do the squirrel dance like Ray Lewis back in the day. So he did take that step back, but he didn't cover no ground when he took that step back. And I mean, we all know, like I said earlier, Vic Beasley, that man's a certified freak. You got to make sure that you cover ground because he's trying to get behind you. All right, so we see here. So he actually took a little double step back. Now, while he took that double step back, he's not anchored down. You see Greg Robinson here on the other side. He's anchored down. He's ready to shoot hands. This guy here, he's trying to regain his balance. Hands all over the place, not centered. Vic Beasley steady coming up the field. And y'all see the jump that Vic Beasley has over everybody else? That's just that straight speed, man. All right, so y'all see the difference right here? So Greg Robinson, he's balanced, ready to engage, showing his hands, showing his palms to that defender. This guy right here, he's playing catch up. He's backpedaling now. I don't know if this guy's playing offensive line or he's playing the cornerback because he looked like he's backpedaling to try to stop a 9 route. Vic Beasley gave him that little shoulder shake. He's off balance. Y'all see that? He looked like he's giving that dead leg like they do in Madden. He's off balance. He's trying to play catch up. All right, so this is the part that I like right here, and this is why I say this is when it's beautiful right here, man. So Vic, he's already engaging. The offensive lineman did have a chance to get his hands put on him, but Vic, he shot his hands too. So there's a little bit of bend in his elbows. Let's see if he extends them. Just looking here at the other side, man. Look at that boy, Dwight Freeney. That man, he's facing us. Dwight Freeney in that spin move, man. So Vic, he's engaging, giving some hands to him while he has that offensive lineman off balance. Look, y'all see that? He extended that arm. He extended that arm. Now he extended that arm. He's looking Jared Goff in his eyes. You already know what time it is. Basically, Vic is saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get this sack whether you coming with me or not. Jared Goff going down today." Man, did y'all see that bend in his hips there? Y'all see how his body kind of took that angle while he was coming around that corner? See, cause look, this offensive lineman, he's standing straight up. There ain't no kind of bend in his knees, nothing. He's getting burnt up over here. He's going for a ride. Vic Beasley, he's trying to get that 45-degree slant, and looks like he's attaining it pretty well over here. Dwight, he took this man for a ride. He's trying to get to the quarterback his doggone self. Vic wouldn't let him go. Vic said, you coming with me today, man. All right, so let's take a look at that in regular motion, y'all, just so we can see just how beautiful this whole pass move was. This was the best sack of the game to me. This was basically the Vic Beasley highlight reel. Beautiful sack. He gave him a move, used that speed rush, but he still put his hands in there and got with him. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So, hey, man, fact of the matter is that Vic Beasley, he's a very talented young man, very talented player, has speed, he has power. He just has to learn how to use those hands. He has to learn how to, go back to those basic fundamentals. At the end of the day, he has to realize that, look, he's not going against offensive linemen from Wake Forest and, Virginia Tech. All these guys right here, man, all these guys are professionals. So the same way that they're using fundamentals, even though that they are physically superior to you and to me, they're still using those fundamentals that they need to use to be successful. I really hope Vic, can continue to, be successful and continue to play in the NFL. I think he's a heck of a talent. I think he just needs to be put in the right place, man. Look, if y'all have any questions about this video, or if y'all want me to do any videos in the future, make sure y'all put it in the comments. Y'all do a country boy a favor and uh, like this video, and if you can, please subscribe to my channel. That's Big Low Kuntry Sports. And I'm also on Twitter, Instagram at Big Low Kuntry. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm from the country, so it's spelled Kuntry. Thank y'all so much for chilling out with a country boy today, and rise up, A-Town down. You already know what time it is.